I eventually joined his program he ran at the time for personal trainers. I operated very much in the shadows within his community. I watched his videos, which to me made no sense. Funnels, marketing, leads, conversions. What on earth is this man on about? I create my own landing page and send it to Paul to be critiqued. I expected a critique, and I got shot the fuck down and sent away with my tail between my legs. He could tell I'd not been doing the work, nor studying all the videos he had made in his program. Within a handful of months, I'd not only grasped the concepts of what I needed to run a social media strategy, how to charge more money, and how to work less, but Paul had given me back the love I had for my job, followed by a hunger for how to do it right. I've always been capable of working hard, but without direction to put your efforts, it's like exhausting yourself, sitting in a rocking chair, trying to move forward. No matter how hard you try, you'll burn out. 20 miles per hour in the right direction is faster than 100 miles per hour not knowing where you should be going. Over the course of years added up, you end up further ahead than you thought you could ever dream of going. I'm lucky to call Paul Mort a friend and a peer today, rather than a mentor, as I did a few years ago. It doesn't matter how big my profile gets, he'll still be unapologetically himself and tear down my existing strategies and objectives, and that's exactly how it should be. When I look back at what I'm most grateful for, it's not a multi-million-dollar business. It's not the social media brand I grew through what he's taught me. It's not the gargantuan email list I now operate, or the best-selling author status obtained through creating meaningful relationships through the aforementioned. Paul Mort taught me how to be myself, confidently and unapologetically, in fact. I waste so much less energy on things than I used to. My mental health is where it needs to be. Paul empowered me with his raw stories about how money in the bank won't save you from depression or suicidal thoughts. Having someone unlock your potential can often come across as cliched bullshit. But to have someone come into your life, prevent you from getting in your own way, and to set your sights on what is important, what isn't, and how to get there without having to be someone you're not, is quite frankly liberating. If any mere mortal can take half the lessons I have from Morty over the months I studied beneath him and the years I've been friends with him, I am sure they'll find another gear in life they felt oblivious to before. My advice for you today is to take his and enjoy the version of yourself you're soon to find. James Smith. Oh, and by the way, good luck with the South Shields accent. That's what I spent my first month trying to figure out.
Introduction. Hi, I'm Paul Mort, and welcome to Paul Mort Will Save Your Life. This is a book about how to get your shit together. In 2019, I was named Mastercoach of the Year. I've helped thousands of people who come on my courses to turn their lives around. In 2014, I was a fat, stressed out cokehead who was full of shit, and I was on the brink of suicide, ready to throw myself off a cliff. A video I posted online about it 4 years ago has now been viewed over 5 million times. I spoke in the video about how back in 2014, I felt overwhelmed with the stress of expectations, about how I kept thinking, enough of this shit, about how I felt like I was drowning in a sea of negative thoughts and just couldn't see a way out of the pain I was in. This audiobook is about the methods I've used. They are methods I've shared with thousands of people who saw my video, recognized that sense of overwhelm, and wanted help. And many of them ended up joining my coaching programs and turning their lives around. You don't have to take my word for that. In the coming chapters, you will hear the stories of 7 of the guys I'm most proud of from those programs. By the way, it was mainly guys in my programs in the early days, but women are getting involved now too. The guys' stories are deeply personal. They've all given the permission for me to tell.